Welcome to Fordham Student TV News. I'm Vicki Kalpaxis.
And I'm Angelina Zerbos. Here's a summary of this week's top stories. Attorney General William Barr released a public summary of the Mueller report that concluded President Trump did not collude with Russia during the 2016 election. House Democrats are continuing to push for the full release of the report.
New York lawmakers are thinking green. Last week, a budget was approved that includes a toll for cars entering Midtown Manhattan, an increase on sales taxes for luxury apartments, and a statewide ban on single-use plastic bags.
Ride the Ram? More like Ride the Red line. Recently, the MTA announced that Metro North is opening New Haven line trains for travel between Fordham and Manhattan, beginning Sunday, April 14, 2019. Trains will be running from Fordham to Manhattan 4 times an hour instead of only twice.
Spring has sprung, and so has the hype over spring weekend. After much anticipation, Fordham's Campus Activities Board finally released the spring weekend concert lineup on their social media pages.
Bryson, you know what I mean? Shout out to my boy, Soldier Boy. Bryce, Sean Kingston, the rest of the boys. Airport 27, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a crazy.
Bryce Vine will be opening for Sean Kingston and Weathen. Cab also announced last week that Ellie Kemper, otherwise known as Erin from The Office or Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, will be this year's spring weekend speaker. Reporter Brianna Lyman took to the sidewalks of the Rose Hill campus to hear what students thought about the news.
Fordham Campus Activities Board recently announced that they're replacing Soulja Boy with Sean Kingston. How do you feel about their decision?
Honestly, really upset. They were both kind of equal, I feel like, in the whole realm of the music industry, and I just really wanted someone better, you know?
I feel like, not that they're irrelevant right now, but I feel like there's a lot of other more relevant artists that we could have chosen from. Like, I'm sure he'll be good, but I'm sure there was better options.
Very true.
I feel fine with it, considering the allegations against Soulja Boy, so I don't really mind it as much.
I mean, I heard it was like a guilty without trial thing, so I guess they should have taken more facts into consideration, but I don't really know all the facts about it.
So with that said, Campus Activity Board typically chooses artists that reached peak popularity nearly 10 years ago. So Sean Kingston, Soulja Boy, T-Pain. Do you think this affects student outturn?
Most definitely.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like if it was more relevant to music that we all listen to today, there would definitely be more people showing up.
Myself personally, I'd like more newer artists that hopefully would blow up in a few years, but I know other people want like bigger names, even if they're maybe less relevant in today's music.
And recently they just announced their guest speaker is Ellie Kemper from The Office. Are you excited? Do you know her?
Yeah, I'm super excited because I watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt with her, and like she's so funny, and I think that she's going to be great to have.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I love The Office, so.
Is there any part of spring weekend you're looking most forward to?
It's probably the concert.
Probably the concert.
Probably Ellie Kemper, and like just seeing her talk because she's so funny, and I think it'll be interesting to hear what she has to say.
Now here's Rhea with Billions and Bytes.
Hello, Fordham. Welcome back to Billions and Bytes. I'm Rhea Goyle, providing you with your inside scoop on everything business and technology. Are you tech-savvy, innovative, and looking for some extra cash? Goldman Sachs is looking to pay students to debunk challenges faced on Wall Street. These challenges include ideas such as data representation and better trading strategies. Goldman wants to focus on recruiting people who are good with hands-on projects and are more well-rounded, opposed to students with only a strong GPA. President Trump recently signed a trade memo that is trying to combat counterfeit goods on eBay, Amazon, and many other companies. The purpose behind this is to ensure safety for the consumers, as many counterfeit goods may have faulty and unregulated parts. Not a fan of AirPods? Apple has just announced that they will be releasing a sleek new model for wireless earbuds. This model has a sportier design and is said to be better for movement such as working out and running. Apple also canceled AirPower wireless charger a year after announcing it. Dan Riccio, Apple's Senior Vice President of Hardware Engineering, announced that this product does not live up to the high-performance expectations Apple sets for its products, and therefore is unfortunately putting an end to that project. We've heard of 3G and 4G, and now we have a new addition to the family, 5G. Verizon is now announcing their new 5G network in Chicago and Minneapolis, and soon to other cities. This new line is set by Verizon to increase speed by 1 gigabit per second, and is approximately 10 times faster than any average LTE speed. After acquiring Whole Foods, Amazon is reducing prices on already reduced Whole Foods products for all members with Prime. Amazon claims that the reasoning is to deal with the competition Costco provides. Amazon believes that these price cuts will help them develop a relationship with their Prime members. According to NBC News, a cybersecurity firm said that it found records from millions of people containing personal Facebook data, including thousands of passwords. Facebook said that the leak was found through Amazon-owned services, and Facebook immediately contacted Amazon to take down the information once they confirmed the source. Thank you for watching Billions in Bytes. I'm Rhea Goyle.
Thanks, Rhea. Last month, the Commuter Student Association held Rams Got Talent as a part of Commuter Students Week. We went to go check it out.
As part of Commuter Student Appreciation Week in March, the Commuter Student Association held Rams Got Talent, a talent competition against Fordham students. Contestants auditioned to earn a spot in the lineup and competed for first place. The show featured original songs, scores, covers, and even a magic act. 3 judges from the CSA board weighed in on each performance. Members of the band Thunder Thighs share why they chose to perform.
We're all here for the experience. You know, this is a great event that the commuters have put on, and we're looking forward to it.
Any opportunity to perform is an opportunity that must be taken.
Commuters and residents alike attended to show their support. Freshman and spectator Ashley Wright tells us what brought her out
I
today.
just think it's really important to support the commuters of the school to make them feel like they're really part of the Ramily.
CSA hosts the annual talent show in an effort to close the gap between commuters and residents on campus by planning events at commuter-friendly times.
I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine.
Executive President of CSA Vanessa Reyes tells us why she thinks it's important to host the event.
It's just like showcasing talent from all around campus and gives an opportunity for people to come and also to enjoy and relax on their Fridays. The biggest thing for me is the community aspect, getting to know more residents, getting to know more commuters, bringing everyone together during a time where it is commuter friendly.
Freshman Blake Magno took home first place and a pair of AirPods with her. CSA hopes to continue bringing students together through their events. For FSTV News, I'm Vicky Kalpaxis.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Haley Messenger for FSTV News. In light of USG elections coming up, Angelina did an exclusive interview with the 2020 Senators last fall. Check it out.
I'm Angelina Zerbos, and welcome to the second installment of the Senator Series. Today, I'm with the representatives of the class of 2020. I'm here with Mae Simmons, Maggie Rothfist, Matt Schumacher, Michael Tomasich, and Kevin McSorley. So how long have you guys each been a part of USG, and what made you decide to become a senator?
I actually just joined USG. I ran in the elections in April, so I'm a newbie this year. I really wanted to join USG so that I can make the differences that I want to see be made in the Fordham community.
This is also my first year in USG, and I joined because last year I was in the dining committee, and I really enjoyed it, and I liked seeing all the change that we were making, and I thought that this would be a perfect opportunity for me to keep doing that, as well as helping other things change.
The reason I joined is just because, as much as I love Fordham, it's not perfect, and the only real way that I've been able to make a difference, I feel, is to be a part of things like this, and to talk to students on a real level and try to change things as much as I can.
I joined USG because I was on various subcommittees and I really wanted more responsibility with USG as a whole instead of just being on the subcommittees, as well as helping my classmates see the change that they wanted to see on campus.
At first, to be honest, I didn't really know much about USG. I was on one of the subcommittees, House Committee, but I really didn't know that much about USG, but one of our friends, Ashley, recommended that we should run and try it out and kind of make changes that we thought should happen on campus.
So now that you're all in leadership positions, what do you see as your biggest challenge?
Well, for me, it's getting people involved consistently, but honestly, I think I still do get like a lot of good feedback from people, no matter what. But getting that initial commitment thing from students to always come to you for things.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that transparency is one of the biggest challenges for us, especially when it comes to voting for the senators or the vice presidents. I know personally, I was elected and I only won with 15 votes, which is definitely not something to be, proud about. But I hope to change that within the coming year.
Great. So what are the main concerns that the class of 2020 has expressed, and how would they communicate them to you, or have they at all?
Yeah, well, one of the biggest issues is transparency and kind of getting students the knowledge that they need. Because a lot of the time, especially like as juniors, we don't know everything about Fordham, which is kind of crazy to say because we've been here for so long, 3 years, but we don't know everything. We don't know what Fordham has to offer as a whole. So one of our biggest initiatives right now is a resource list, to where we're compiling resources from different departments so students know exactly what resources are available to them on campus.
So what are some of your long-term goals for this year?
I'd say one of the long-term goals that I would have as the chair of international integration is building relationships with department heads such as the Office for International Services or international admissions, or even just student leaders with global transition.
And I think to add on to that, I'm the chair of the dining committee, and one of my goals is trying to reach out to students and get students' feedback for dining suggestions, because I work heavily with Aramark and meet with them twice a month. So I love getting all the feedback I can from the students, just so I know what to bring up with them and what changes we can try to make within the dining locations.
So we talked a little bit about the main issues that the Senate is tackling this year, but I want to dive into your subcommittees and some of the problems that you're dealing with in those areas.
So the subcommittees on dining, we have 3. There's health and hygiene, sustainability, and allergies and alternative diets.
Yeah, I'm actually on the transfer subcommittee. I'm working with Senator Teresiano on that. She was a transfer student, so she's obviously a bit more into it and knowledgeable about it. But it's really been great to talk with Dean Lennis, who's the Dean of Transfer Students, and see how the curriculum has evolved since Senator Teresiano came in a couple years ago.
So what are you most excited for the rest of the year, and do you have anything else you want to add?
I mean, personally, I think I speak for all of us when I say that we're really excited to just build relationships with students, because we can't say this with enough transparency. We want to build these relationships with students, so with our initiatives, we're hoping that we build some solid relationships that will help us in the future. So in general, I think we're all excited to kind of face the challenges we have ahead of us.
On top of building relationships, I'm really excited for the discourse involved. And that might sound weird because you don't often hear people say they're excited about fighting, but I'm excited about fighting for what people talk about.
Thank you so much to the senators of the class of 2020 for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
That wraps up the second installment of the Senator Series. For FSTV News, I'm Angelina Zerbos. That's all we have for you today. Good luck with registration this week.
Stay tuned for updates on our Instagram at FSTV News. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicky Kalpaxis.
And I'm Angelina Zerbos.